A major announcement coming from President Trump. The U.S. will have direct talks with Iran on its nuclear program this Saturday. Trump revealed the talks as he hosted Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House just yesterday. Here's what the president had to say.
We're dealing with them directly, and maybe a deal is going to be made. That would be great. It'll be really great for Iran, I can tell you that. But hopefully, we're not going to have to get into that. We are meeting very importantly on Saturday at almost the highest level, and we'll see how it works out.
Okay, turning now to CBS News Middle East reporter Courtney Kealy. Courtney, the president has threatened Iran with great danger. That's a quote from him if no deal is reached. Do you think this makes for a difficult start to a conversation?
Well, there's always fiery rhetoric that comes out from both sides. And when President Trump said recently that he could bomb Iran, Iran came out with something as highly flammable rhetoric. But what we're looking at now is whether it's indirect or direct. And as one analyst put it, potato, potato. They are going to meet Iran. And who they are is the foreign minister of Iran and U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. Envoy to the Middle East. They will sit down in Amman. So that is a really big news. Trump does want a deal. He did pull out of the nuclear deal that President Obama put into place 10 years ago. Europeans are still in it. There's a major deadline for Europe to decide over the summer whether they'll lift sanctions. There are a couple of key deadlines that are coming up hard and fast. But these talks are what the Iranian foreign minister says will be a test to go to direct or higher level, let's say, to put it, because often we all get caught up in the he said from both sides. And clearly the head of Iran, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, is often saying very anti-American rhetoric. But this is a big move, and this is big news.
Yeah, and as you just mentioned there, they are in fact meeting in Oman. Do you know what could specifically be on the table in terms of their talks and conversation?
Well, we saw this announcement come while President Trump was sitting with Prime Minister Netanyahu, which won't be received as well in the Middle East as it was, what Trump's intention was. Now, they will be talking about no nuclear weapons. Now, if they are looking for what Netanyahu mentioned yesterday was what he called a Libyan model, which is a complete dismantlement of the nuclear program that Iran maintains as for civilian use, that's a no-go for the Iranians. That is something that Netanyahu has said he wants to see. Whether President Trump is in lockstep with Prime Minister Netanyahu, we have to see what they put on the table. But Iran really does have the material to build nuclear weapons at this point when they want, according to their own timetable. But would they go that far? Because they really need economic relief from sanctions right now. They need things too. The U.S. needs things too. Can they agree to help each other out? That's the big question.
Yeah, and Courtney, speaking of Netanyahu and Israel here, we know Israel has threatened to strike Iran's nuclear sites, concerned over its support for arming and financing Palestinian groups. Is Israel likely to wait even longer for a diplomatic solution before moving forward with those threats?
Prime Minister Netanyahu and Iran have already exchanged missiles since the Hamas massacre. So we've looked at Netanyahu launched missiles against Iran. They've taken out their proxies. Pretty much Hezbollah has been decapitated, and Hamas is clearly very weak. Also, the U.S. is going after the Houthis. So those are three of the Iranian proxies that have been considerably weakened. Iran directly showed its hand when they responded twice in the last year. One was with a 10-day stall and then missiles that were shot down by Israel and its allies. And then a second time when we saw what kind of capabilities their missile systems had when they launched missiles on a Friday night last fall. So nobody wants to see that happen again. And Iran really does have the ability to make a nuclear weapon. So we are at an incredibly sensitive time, much more so than 10 years ago.
Wow. Okay, we'll see what happens come Saturday. Courtney Kealy, thank you so much for your time today.